Let me say a couple of things to get this video started. Respect Trevor Lawrence, respect Doug Peterson, respect this top 10 defense, and respect the damn Jacksonville Jaguars, man. Jaguar fans, we are #1 in the AFC South. The Jaguars, give them their flowers. Do not take this moment for granted, and let's give a round of applause for an impressive beatdown of a victory that they just gave the Indianapolis Colts. Regardless of all of the injuries that the Colts have, and I don't wish injury on any player, the Jaguars went out on there and were clearly the more dominant and physical team all afternoon. This team was well prepared, they were well coached, and shout out to Doug Peterson, man. His first game at TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville, gets the dub, gets the victory, and no matter the outcome of the Titans and Bills game on Monday Night Football, the Jaguars will be the #1 team in the AFC South heading into Week 3. Let's talk about this matchup. So let's talk about the Colts first and just how absolutely horrible this team looked out there on the field today, and I was there to witness this live, so I was grateful to come back to Jacksonville, and obviously now I'm back home in Orlando. The Colts offense, Matt Ryan, 16 of 30, 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions by the Jaguars secondary, and Matt Ryan was pressured all afternoon with a QB rating of 34, and he got sacked 5 times. Dare I say Sacksonville is back? Jonathan Taylor, MVP level caliber running back and one of the best backs and dynamic players in the game, was limited to 9 carries for 54 yards and only had 1 reception for 9 yards. Absolutely shut down. And even without Michael Pittman Jr. and Alex Pierce there, the Colts were absolutely locked up in the secondary as their leading receiver only had 79 yards, and then Hines was second in the team in receiving yards with 37 yards receiving. Frank Wright looked absolutely outcoached and outmatched out there simply, and this offensive line for the Colts just got absolutely demolished by the Jaguars front 7 and that defensive line. The secondary was playing great, and that front 7 was just able to get after Matt Ryan. Let's actually talk about the Jaguars though and how impressive they were. So let's talk about the Jaguars offense now, and let's start with quarterback at the helm, Trevor Lawrence, aka Mr. Sunshine. 25 of 30 today, 235 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, very poised in the pocket, no sacks at all. Great job by the offensive line and great job by Trevor Lawrence being patient in the pocket and taking what the defense has been giving him. And James Robinson, man, have a day, my guy. 23 carries, 64 yards, and that touchdown. He had a 37-yard run, which was the longest touchdown of his young career. Travis Etienne got involved in the rushing game, 9 carries, 20 yards, and he got a couple catches out there in the backfield as well. And we cannot talk about this game without talking about the most overpaid wide receiver in the NFL, Christian Kirk himself. 6 catches for 78 yards and 2 tutties as well too. Welcome, have a day at the bank, Christian Kirk. Evan Ingram got involved, 7 catches, 46 yards. Marvin Jones Jr., Mr. Reliable, 3 catches for 33 yards. Zay Jones and Travis Etienne chipped in 3 catches as well too. The Jaguars offensively are running the right concepts, running the right routes, getting these guys in a position to succeed. Press Taylor, Doug Peterson, these guys look like they've actually done a lot of fundamental changes to this offense. And these guys just look a lot more fluid. These guys look comfortable together. There's still gonna be some ups and downs here and there, but my goodness, what an impressive day by the offense. Now let's talk about the Jaguars defense. The Jaguars defense held the Indianapolis Colts to 0 points today. I cannot overemphasize that. A goose egg. They didn't score. They got absolutely shut out. I have never been at a Jaguars game where we shut the team out completely. 0 points on the board. Jaguars defense was doing everything today in order to limit the Indianapolis Colts and that offense. The Colts were 2 of 10 on 3rd down conversion, and Rayshawn Jenkins had a hell of a game today, getting a pass deflection in the back of the end zone, making some great plays and some tackles, and also having that interception on the first drive, man. Rayshawn Jenkins, have a day, my guy. Devin Lloyd, future defensive rookie of the year this year, had his first career interception off that deflected ball. We can't talk about Josh Allen enough, the better Josh Allen. Trayvon Walker getting in there as well too, even though he didn't register a sack. This entire front 7. Andre Sisco gets an interception as well too. I cannot speak enough about how impressed I was with this defense, how well prepared, well coached, the physicality, and just the overall aggressiveness of this defense, y'all. And I'm sorry if my voice sounds like this. I was screaming all game. I made that drive back up to Jacksonville, and it was totally damn worth it. One of the best games I've ever been to as a Jaguars fan. I really can't even speak enough. I could sit here and talk for 30 minutes about this game. let's just take this game, and I'm gonna wrap this up by saying let's just take this game and not take it for granted, man. What an impressive victory. The Jaguars showed you what they're capable of, especially now that they're healthy. Knock on wood that this team continues to remain healthy. Let's put this game behind us now. Let's celebrate it, but let's get right back to work, baby. We've got the LA Chargers coming up this upcoming Sunday at SoFi Stadium. Jaguar fans, man, we are in for a hell of a ride. The Jaguars are the #1 team in the AFC South. And also a few things I want to say really quickly before I end this video is, I have been preaching, and I have receipts, that this Jacksonville Jaguars defense will be a top 10 defense in football this season. I will link to the video up above. I've been putting it all over Twitter, literally all offseason. I've been speaking it into existence. The Jaguars have 6 defensive takeaways through the first 2 weeks of this season, and the Jaguars had 9 total all of last season. You see the defensive identity turning around. You see the mentality and the regime changing. I've been speaking this into existence. The Jaguars clearly have a top 10 defense in football. Put some damn respect on them. And also make sure you guys go follow me on my socials, especially on Twitter. I'm very active and I'm on there every single day posting. The link tree will be in the description down below. Thank you guys again for sticking around throughout the whole video, man. If you guys enjoyed today's video, man, make sure you guys drop me a thumbs up, man. It takes 1 second and it helps me in the channel out tremendously. And if you guys are new here, consider hitting that subscribe bell to stay tuned for more NBA, UCF, and of course Jaguars content that I do here on YouTube. And just because it's a huge Jaguars victory and you saw what the Jaguars were capable of, man, please go and smash that like button, man. And Jaguar fans, let's celebrate this victory Monday, man, and carry this great energy throughout the week, man. Thank y'all again for sticking around throughout the whole video, man. Brett James, aka BJ, I'm out, y'all. Go Jags, baby. Peace.